All right, here's a nice question. It deals about sort of understanding of solutions and ionic solutions. So the question says I got 3 liters of a 3 molar solution of sodium chloride. So I've got a beaker, and inside there I've got 3 liters, and inside there floating are sodium and chloride ions. Sort of the ionic or the dissociation reaction that would happen with that would be this. So I've got sodium ions floating around there and chloride ions at a certain concentration. I also have 2 liters, so 2 more liters, let's put more on there. Actually, this would mix, right? Of silver nitrate. So again, silver nitrate, when it dissociates, would be silver ions plus nitrate ions. Okay, so I've got silver ions floating around and nitrate ions floating around. And you got a ton of them, right? More nitrates and silver, etc. Okay, then they say mix them. Okay, got it. And then the question is calculate the concentration of nitrate ions. So the concentration of any solution is equal to the number of moles of what you're looking at divided by the volume that this stuff is in. Okay? All right, in the question, I know what the total volume is because I'd have to add those two up. So I would know that the volume would be 2 plus 3, so it'd be 5 liters. But I don't know how many moles of nitrate ions I have. But I have information to figure that out. So concentration equals moles over volume. I know the concentration of the silver nitrate is 2.32 moles per liter. And I know that I have 2 liters of it. So this volume here is 2 liters. So using those two things, I can figure out the moles. So moles are equal to concentration times volume. And notice I'm just using the silver nitrate solution for this just to figure out how many moles of that I have. Okay, so its concentration was 2.32 moles per liter, and the volume is 2 liters. Liters cancel, so moles, if I times that stuff together, I think I get 4.64 moles. So that's how many moles of nitrate ions I have. Okay, so now I can take that number and I can plug it right back into here. So its concentration once you mix them is equal to the number of moles of nitrate ions I have, 4.64 moles, divided by the total volume that they got put in. Now, if I hadn't have put them in with the other, their concentration would have been this. But since I dumped them and I mixed them with some other stuff, it's going to be diluted. So it should be less. I'm thinking it's less than that. Okay, so if I divide 5 into that, I think I get 0.928 moles per liter. So that would be the concentration of the nitrate ions in that solution. Now this one was okay because this is the ratio here was 1 to 1 to 1. If I'd have used something else there where I might have had a 2 or something, like if I'd have used sodium sulfate and dissociated that, when you dissociate that, I think you have 2 of these. So that would change this initial concentration there. In this question it didn't, but if I were doing a question where it had something like sodium sulfate, it would change that initial concentration. Anyway, hopefully that helps you with that question.